Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Championship Wrestling. I'm Jack Farmer, being joined now by international superstar Johnny United. And Johnny, we all saw what happened last week with you and Heritage Champion EJ Sparks. You have him in a match in our main event tonight. Do you think your actions may lead to a more motivated EJ Sparks?
They may lead to a more motivated EJ Sparks, yes. Maybe I did that on purpose so I would know exactly what EJ's mindset is going to be going into this match tonight. But I'll tell you something that's not a maybe. I know for certain that EJ Sparks and Johnny United both admire the same person very much, and that's me.
Yeah. You real funny. Real funny guy.
I am real funny.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, John.
Good. I'm glad
now,
we both agree on two things.
Oh, yeah, still making jokes. Well, now you got to deal with a pissed off EJ Sparks, and I guarantee you're going to wish that you didn't. I'll put that on my mama, homie.
Ooh, I'll put something else on your mama, homie.
Oh, yeah, still making jokes, huh? Yeah. You know, I lost a lot of respect for you real quick because I was looking forward to having a competitive match with you and may the best man win. But now I'm just looking forward to knocking that stupid smug look off your face. You feel me?
Sure.
Yeah, what's up?
That match happens in our main event.
Just last week, we saw Jordan Cruz defend the world title for the very first time. But will we see the future world champion, the #1 contender, score another victory? Scorpio Sky battles another United classic, you might say, in Buddy Royal.
Yeah, Buddy Royal versus Scorpio Sky. If you were a fan of this promotion, circa 2013, 2014, it's a match you've been looking forward to for 10 or 12 years. Tonight, we'll see it in the ring.
And where is Zicky Dice's head at after that publicity stunt by Shane Hartline, the funeral of Zicky Dice? But will Dice be cremated by the fire of the dragon?
I just want to know exactly what they're all up to, whether it's nearly average wrestling, Zicky Dice, Shane Hartline. Tonight we'll see a little bit more about exactly what's going on.
That's the former TV champion, but the current TV champion puts the title on the line in maybe the biggest television title match ever as EJ Sparks takes on John Hennigan, Johnny United.
Yeah, call him Johnny Morrison, Johnny Hennigan. Doesn't matter, Johnny Elite. The guy is here tonight, and he's in for a fight. What a match and what a main event we've got.
All kinds of action coming your way, but first, Christian, you had the opportunity to sit down with the former world champion, the radioactive Poppy, Danny Limelight. Let's take a look at that interview.
Hello, this is Christian Cole with the United Wrestling Network, and today I have the distinct honor of being joined by a man who held the world title here in Championship Wrestling for 933 days, Danny Limelight.
Christian, what's up, mi gente?
What's up, man?
How you doing, baby?
I'm good, baby.
You looking good?
Yes.
Hair look good. Got your shine. I see you,
appreciate you, man. You brought something to drink for us.
Yeah, some party favors, you know, a little something, get the edge off.
That's right. I'm curious about the drink, really, because I'm curious if it's more of a funeral that we're having or is it a celebration? I mean, we haven't seen you since that historic run as world champion ended, and there was controversy when it did, and I just want to get your thoughts on losing the world title and, you know, on Jordan Cruz and just the whole thing, man.
Funeral? I'm dead, Christian? My blood stopped pumping in my heart? This ain't no funeral, I'm still alive, baby. Ain't no celebration either, and I'm gonna tell you why, because you're right. The last time that I was here, I got beat in the ring. In front of my daughter, in front of my wife. My mother was here. All the fans United Wrestling Network that have been following me for this this journey from bottom to top, they all watched me lose on some BS. So there ain't no celebration, Christian. But I'm gonna ask you a question. How many days since the last pinfall was it that I actually took a loss as a singles competitor? Over 1,000 days. that first loss. Jordan Cruz, somebody that I watched grind in this company. Someone who scratched and clawed his way from the bottom. Kind of the same journey as me from the military through everything else to get here. But he took that way. But you know what? I'm not too mad at him. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because he brought Big Baby Slim with him. 6'6", 280, jacked. Jump me from behind, that's coward. That's coward stuff, but I ain't mad at him because you know what? It reminds me of how I used to be around here. It reminds me of how I used to do things like that to get ahead with Papo, with Slice back in the day. So how I'm feeling? I'm feeling like Scarface in his last moments. See, but he isolated himself, kind of how I did. Isolated myself in this company. Everybody from all over the place, companies, countries, cities, places coming in to get a shot at this. I had nobody. See, if I ain't isolate myself the way Tony Montana did, I might have had Slice in my corner. I might have had Papo in my corner. So that's why I ain't too mad at Jordan Cruz. You see, I did that to myself. And in this game right here, ain't no friends, really.
Well, speaking of which, Danny, you did ask my assistant to set up a third chair here today, and I understand that there is a guest joining us for this conversation.
It sure is.
If we can have our guest join us at this time.
Yo, what up, bro?
What's up, man?
Pleasure to meet you.
How are you? What's up, Slice?
Yo.
Oh, man.
Pull me up. Yo. What's going on, fellas?
5150, ladies and gentlemen.
You already know.
Hasta la muerte.
Boys, first of all, it's an honor to have you here. We know all about the history of the tag team. You and I have also traveled some roads around the country and around the world, from Mexico to New York and beyond. Tough roads, some might say, but we got through it. And I'm curious from you, why pair now? Why get together now? And what do you think about the tag team division here in the United Wrestling Network?
So the last time I was here, I won the Golden Opportunity Tournament. #1 contendership for the championship. Who happened to be champion at the time?
Me.
My boy. Did I know he was gonna be champion? You never know, right? He could have lost to someone. I could have wrestled someone else. But I feel like this company, they wanted to drive us apart. Because at the end of the day, I'm a pro wrestler. I make a living off this. So if you ask me to be in a tournament, I'm gonna say yes. What am I gonna say no and not get paid and sit at home? I want it. I'm that dude.
So we can definitively say there's no heat between the two of you at this time?
Nah, you know, there was tension because I wanted to come after what was his, but we're competitors at the end of the day. You know, brothers fight, but I never attacked him. He never put hands on me.
He also had that little devil, Johnny LaQuasto punk, running up in his ear, putting all types of stuff in his ear. You could be the next face of the company, Slice. I mean, that'll make anybody greedy.
But the funny thing is, like, now that I look back at it with the company, you think of Danny, you think of Papo, they've gotten their title shots, TV title, Heritage title, World title. Where's my singles shot? I never got a singles title shot anywhere. So you dangle that World Heavyweight Championship in front of me, I'm gonna go after it. That's who I am. I'm Slice Bully, I'm one of the best singles wrestlers in the world.
And maybe they're scared of you. I mean, maybe, you know, you're so violent, so dominant, they don't want to see you as champion. And I can understand you guys having a gripe.
So they'd rather see us together? Because let me tell you something. Let's rewind the clock. Before I went to become a singles champion, that was only because Slice got hurt. We had tag team gold in this place for over a year.
Yeah, like,
all we do is win. Like, our last names come from Vietnam. And that's a bar, but I'm gonna tell you like this, our last names come from the same place your last name come from. Puerto Rico, La Isla de Encanta, where the blood of the Taino warriors is in the sazon that we sprinkle on our food and we eat, and guess what? We hungry, papi.
That's right.
We hungry. So they thought separating us was better for them and bringing us back is better for them. We gonna tell them just like this. We don't care if it's singles, if it's tag team, as long as there's money on the table, we here for it.
We win championships wherever we go. Like, it's no mistake. You know what I mean? This is not the only company we won tag team gold. And this is not the only company Danny has won singles gold. I win singles gold everywhere I go. So at the end of the day, if you want to put us back together, what do you think we're gonna do?
Rob the house.
What do you think we're gonna do? You got Delirium, you got Gunk, you got Wolf Zaddies. You know, tough, all tough tag teams.
That Entourage team.
All of them. But you think we not coming after them? You think we can't go after them? You think we can't take the gold? You definitely can. And it won't be hard either.
Yep.
Your worst nightmare, your car broke down. Unless you already called CarShield, the legit #1 auto protection company in the country. When you're protected with a plan through CarShield, the process is smooth like ice and done in as little as 3 steps. 1, the tow truck takes your car to the shop. The cost of towing, covered when you got a plan through CarShield. 2, plans through CarShield have rental car options too. 3, when you pick up your vehicle, you don't have a big repair bill to worry about. When you call CarShield, whether you got a small problem like a power window motor or a big problem like an engine or transmission that could cost you thousands of dollars, you're taken care of. Call CarShield now.
Call CarShield for coverage on up to 5,000 parts and get the CarShield guarantee. Call 800-764-5611. 800-764-5611.
Introducing first, the pride of the 805, weighing 201 3/4 pounds, Old School Buddy Royal.
Buddy Royal back in singles competition, of course, a long-tenured tag team competitor, coming off of a fantastic effort against the Dragon, Brandon Cutler, who we'll see later on. And he connected with a snap, just short, decisive pile driver, almost put the Dragon away, almost quenched his fire. Scorpio Sky looks to be in championship condition, and he had come out a couple weeks ago and demanded his shot, a shot that he deserves. He has coming to him for the world title.
I spoke to Sky earlier today. We actually had lunch. Shout out to Chipotle. But this is a guy who is as focused as he's ever been. I asked him, I said, why did you come back to Hollywood? He said, I was here for fun, and it turns out I became #1 contender in having the fun that I was having just competing in Hollywood. And now it's a real serious test in front of him with Buddy Royal. And you wonder if he's looking past him towards Jordan Cruz for that world championship shot.
He is coming off of a loss, a rare loss is Scorpio Sky to Fidel Bravo, who Bravo then, of course, was granted a world title shot last week. Gutsy performance by Espiritu, but Cruz successfully defended the title for the first time. So in my estimation, if Sky gets a win here to get some momentum going again, I think he's really going to push to get that title shot that he has coming to him. And I don't think there's anywhere for the champion to run and hide anymore, talking about Cruz.
Yeah, that's exactly right, TK. But for Buddy Royal, this is a guy who's looking to get back on track in the winning column. Again, we know Royal, a tag team wrestler, but has been on a singles run this year and has struggled a bit. Yeah, innovative roll up there by Royal.
He's been anything but exactly consistent, but he does have a win over his former longtime partner, Levi Shapiro. He won a triple threat match in Oxnard, and he's faced some very tough competition as of late, as Buddy Royal.
And what I like about Royal is he's willing to fight anybody. Yeah. It doesn't matter who the brass put in front of him, whether LaQuasto pairs him up. We saw him fight against Maximillion. This is a guy who does not say no to a fight. Tonight, he's fighting the #1 contender.
Yeah, took on 2 undefeated opponents in Maximillion and Brandon Cutler, who has been undefeated ever since coming out as the Dragon, and debuting that persona. He's been unstoppable in singles competition. We'll see him later on against former TV champion Zicky Dice. So creating some distance there and fundamental wrestling here early on.
Yeah, a little judo throw from Sky to get out of that headlock from Buddy Royal. Royal well-versed in mat-based wrestling. The test of strength is exactly in his wheelhouse. You never know what he's going to do, and just like that, he takes a head.
As if to say, you want to play games, I'm just going to go to fundamentals, grab that headlock. And Sky, again, utilizing that change in levels to get out of there
deep dive, trying to shoot in for that single leg. It got nullified there by Scott. It's great to see just some classic wrestling going on here for the champ.
Both guys in their prime, but you can't forget both of these guys with incredible resumes. And look at that, nice trip up there by Buddy Royal.
You said it there, old school, baby, and we got to mention, Buddy Royal is trying to take the fast track that Fidel Bravo did. If he gets a win over the #1 contender, I can almost guarantee you that Jordan Cruz is going to come out here next week and say, Buddy Royal's my man, he's getting the next shot at the goal.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, it worked for Bravo. Why wouldn't it work for Buddy Royal?
You got to know that somebody that does his homework like Buddy Royal is all too wise to that. Leverage move, and Sky hit hard and heavy there in the corner.
Violent collision into the middle turnbuckle from Sky. Buddy Royal using the momentum of Sky's attack to just drop him. Sky defiant in the corner as he eats a nasty uppercut.
A hunger for victory can make you do some nasty things, and here we're seeing it. And this is getting a little more, it was very fundamental early. It's getting a little personal, getting a little chippy out there. But speaking of old school, how about the abdominal stretch? You don't see it too often these days.
Hold. Buddy Royal is as dynamic as anybody in the business. He's able to control the body of Scorpio Sky and rip those ribs. Stretch them in a way they're not supposed to be stretching. Sky trying to dig that right arm down and fight against the torque of Buddy Royal.
He's got a little handful of tights there too, which will help Buddy Royal keep Scorpio Sky from powering out of this.
That's right. Sky looking to get the crowd behind him.
So Buddy Royal has effectively slowed the pace, looking to power out of it is Sky. Buddy Royal having no part of it yet. There you go, powerful hip toss takedown by Scorpio Sky.
Yeah, but has the damage been done on Sky? You can see, still feeling the effects of that whole
stretch.
Yeah, that's right.
And you saw it there too. Buddy Royal's longtime partner was Levi Shapiro, the master, one of the masters of that iron claw. And Buddy Royal kind of had a little bit of an abdominal claw in there for a minute on those ribs, that cartilage in jeopardy there. And Sky now picking up the pace though. And he's put on that extra size and strength, and when he hits you, he can turn out your lights in a hurry.
Yeah, Sky normally, back when I was managing him, and he was the Heritage Champion, television champion. He would walk around at 185, 180. I mean, he's going almost 220 pounds now as Scorpio Sky. As he's got that man strength now.
And longtime fans is, look out here out the back door. Nice roll up by Scorpio Sky. Is that going to do it? Trying to out grapple the grappler here, but now Buddy Royal looking for an ankle lock. That has won many a match.
And he's got it. And Sky trying to do anything he can to get to the ropes and force him to break. But Buddy Royal slamming Scorpio Sky, the #1 contender's in trouble.
Buddy Royal, kind of an Olympic-style wrestler, a bit of an Olympic slam there, partner, and took down Sky. So goes submission attempt right back to the high impact. And there's a little more parity between these two than most fans would realize. Both really kind of started their careers as tag team wrestlers. You don't think about it for Scorpio Sky, but if you go all the way back to the time of the Aerial Express.
Wow. What a reference, CK. Yeah, you're right, man. This is two OGs of Los Angeles going at it.
Scorpio Sky, and what was Quicksilver? I believe it was. Look at this. Uh-oh, look out here.
Oh, Scorpio Sky drops Buddy Royal. Can he get the victory? He does.
I don't think that imitation was the sincerest form of flattery by world champion Jordan Cruz when he used that maneuver, but that is the genuine article right there. The TKO, the ace of spades, and Scorpio Sky just might have the deck stacked when he finally gets his shot. That ain't no discount double check. He's making the sign of the title around his waist.
Scorpio Sky drops Buddy Royal with that ace of spades, 1, 2, 3, able to get the victory and continue his momentum for his championship shot against Jordan Cruz.
Hello Hello, everyone. This is David Marquez with the United Wrestling Network. And Ohio, are you ready? We're coming. The Lorraine Palace Theater on March 28th. Tickets are on sale right now. So everybody watching Rock and Sports Entertainment Network, we hope to see you there. Go to the website, check it out. You'll see stars from AEW and WWE ID and New Japan Pro Wrestling and all your favorite stars of Championship Wrestling. So don't forget to be there. Tickets on sale now. Ringside seats on the stage. Be there.
Introducing first, from Pismo Beach, California, by way of Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 236 pounds, Brandon Zicky Dice.
Zicky Dice making his way to the ring. Todd Kennedy, Christian Cole. We've been joined by Shane Hartline of Nearly Average Wrestling.
I'm just so excited to be here. Nearly Average Wrestling sponsoring this match, this segment, this announce table is actually also sponsored by Nearly Average Wrestling.
Did they also sponsor that neck brace?
Hey, we don't have to bring that up right now. I'm actually in a very rough place in my life right now, and I actually feel really bad about what happened the last time I was on Championship Wrestling. So
You want to remind the folks exactly what happened, Mr. Hartline?
I can if you'd like me to. It's Zicky Dice in the ring right now. I think he is one of the, top nearly average wrestlers in the world, and I extended him a contract offer, and it didn't go the way I was expecting. And frankly, I'm here tonight because I want to make amends.
You staged his funeral.
You got to get into the ring somehow. I mean, look, it's hard to get him into the ring, period, and get him to the gym. But I'm not here to insult him. I'm here to, do business.
Clearly not. Let's meet his opponent.
So spooky.
And his opponent, from Rancho Cucamonga, California, weighing 201 pounds, the Dragon, Brandon Cutler.
All right, well, the Dragon, Brandon Cutler, since breathing fire as the Dragon, has been undefeated. So, Shane, can you tell us exactly what is the goal of Nearly Average Wrestling? And as an elite competitor, the likes of Brandon Cutler, would he be cut out for?
Brandon Cutler's actually made an appearance on one of our Now or Never events in Los Angeles, California. You know what I want to do is I just want to bring a fresh alternative to this business. I'm not here to compete. I'm not here to poach talent. I definitely don't need the dude sitting next to me.
Christian Cole?
You
don't need him?
I don't really need him, but you know what? I just can't keep my eyes off of that man right there. Look at that face. That's a face only a mama can. Do you think those tattoos hurt?
I think they probably hurt. I just can't understand your obsession with Zicky Dice, a former television champion, and you have the gall to call him nearly average.
You know what? I just want to give him an opportunity. This guy, he's never signed with any company. You would think a guy like him would have already been on the big shows and on the big stages, but he's still here, and I just want to offer him an opportunity. Is that so wrong?
No, it makes sense. I mean, maybe he could be a stormtrooper in Star Wars if he starts hanging out with you.
I see what you did there. I think that's really funny, and actually I take that very seriously because I'm very proud of the accomplishments I've had in my acting journey. I was a stormtrooper, Obi-Wan Kenobi, season 1, episode 3, about 15 minutes in.
A stormtrooper has about as good as aim as you did getting that contract to Zicky Dice and getting him to sign on the dotted line.
You know what? The night is young. What are they doing there?
Well, he's got some dice, fittingly enough. Cutler enjoys a little roll of the dice when it comes to the world of D&D.
Dorks and dragons.
You can say that when you're safely up here. Uh-oh, I think he's going to have... there we have it. Yeah.
Wait, what's that?
Is that a dreidel?
No, I believe that would be... I don't know how many sides.
I would be careful.
I think it was a 20-sided die, the D&D die there. Something like that.
He's got bigger dice than Zicky.
Some type of dodecahedron.
I'd like to also remind everyone that this segment is sponsored by Nearly Average Wrestling. Search Nearly Wrestling on Instagram. Oh.
Was the Nearly Average Wrestling handle taken?
Well, I don't want to talk about it. Maybe.
All right, we'll see who outrolls who. And
bearing that will have on the match here.
That looks pretty heavy. Ooh. 12. Now, what does that mean exactly?
Well, it means that he outrolled somebody who is literally named Dice. Uh-oh, look out Zicky here. Taking offense to that.
Come on, Zicky.
And started with a dice game, and now a wrestling match is broken out here. So, but you know, Shane,
Yes,
I got to ask you, you know, why the tactics? You're kind of like, it's kind of like the elementary school, kindergarten mentality. That, you know, the little kids picking on the ones that they like.
I am not picking on Zicky. In fact, I see so much in his average talent that all I want to do is do the thing that nobody's been able to do for him yet is change his life. Is that so wrong? Is that so wrong?
The guy has excelled. You know, you can't judge a book by its cover. The guy has been a success in many different walks of life, but man, this might be over just like that. The dragon breathing fire. How about that neck breaker?
Yeah, Cutler able to transition into the ring with a springboard and then that neck breaker to follow up. Incredible action from Brandon Cutler there.
Into the full Nelson here. Ooh. Now, you're cheering on Zicky Dice.
I love him. God, I love him.
But you love to besmirch him. Look out here, rolling through. Man, look at that. The cravat rolls through the other way. Here's the cover. Boy, high impact stuff.
I mean, Shane, I like you guys. But a lot of people say you've been condescending towards Zicky, calling him nearly average. Obviously, your neck is in the shape that it's currently in. Yeah, just wonder your motivations.
My motivations are to give people an opportunity. I've created my own company, and I take this business very seriously. This isn't a joke for me. But I'm on the hunt. I'm going around the country. We're doing our shows now or never, and we are searching for the best of the most nearly. I don't want average. I want right under. And God, if Zicky doesn't just land that,
I'll tell you what he landed. He landed that super kick right on the jaw. Talking about the elite.
Little elite shout out right there to Cutler's boys.
You know, people can say what they want about you, Shane Hartline, about your tactics. The fact is,
say what they want.
Oh,
where are you going?
Shane Hartline is.
I'm literally talking to you.
He's left.
He runs away.
Well, don't do us any favors. Shane Hartline has left the broadcast position. And but prior to that, both Cutler and Zicky went upstairs. And we'll see who can get the advantage of this, Christian. What a wild scene this. Oh, what in the world?
There he is.
He's cheering on Zicky up here, and then he hits him with that big die.
Hartline finding his way back ringside.
And Hartline said earlier, that thing looks heavy. Yeah, you think?
Yeah, dreidel to the dome, and now Brandon Cutler looks to put away Zicky, and he does.
Dragon remains undefeated with a big assist there in the form of Shane Hartline. Let's take a look back at it here. Hartline left the broadcast position. When the official wasn't looking, he just absolutely leveled him.
Yeah, when we were sitting up here listening to Shane Hartline, it was Brandon Cutler and Zicky Dice going in, putting on a great match, back and forth. But Cutler, with that Dork's dreidel right to the head of Zicky.
He's reaching into his pocket. Is he going to offer? Is he going to offer the dragon?
It was Hartline who hit Zicky with that dreidel, and now right in the face of the fallen former champion, Zicky Dice.
And he's going to make him sign. He's going to make him sign the contract. He is not of sound mind right now. This cannot hold up. You've got to be kidding me. Signing that nearly average wrestling contract.
Zicky Dice is nearly average.
He was forced to sign under duress. This is ridiculous. This cannot. Zicky said, I'm home here in the United Wrestling Network. Don't tell me that he will be signed, sealed, and delivered to this charlatan. We'll be back.
Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? I stand here alone this week. Maximillion, nowhere to be found. And why is that? It's not my fault. It's certainly not his fault. The blame rests squarely on the shoulders of each and every single one of you. Because I gave you a good thing. You had a great thing going. Dare I say, you had the best thing going. And what did you do? You booed him. You jeered him. You chanted things that shouldn't even be allowed in polite society, let alone on national television. And now he's vacationing thousands of miles away on the sun and sand of Montenegro. And though I should be there with him, massaging oil on his gorgeous pectorals or feeding grapes into his mouth, green and purple, green and purple, green, purple, like Dionysus, the god that he is, I'm a professional. So I stand here today with business. Stick with us, because after these messages, I present a very special word from 1 in a million, Maximillion.
Hey folks, I'm Chris Salcedo, your liberty-loving Latino, and if you're like me, you want to stay sharp, informed, stay connected. But if your hearing isn't what it used to be, it can feel like you're missing out on the conversation. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nano Hearing Aids, the affordable, high-quality solution that's changing the way Americans hear the world around them. Nano Hearing Aids are sold direct and shipped straight to your home. Plus, the Nano Hearing Aids are a fraction of what you'd expect to pay for prescription hearing aids.
I didn't realize how much hearing I lost until I put the Nano Hearing Aids in.
Nanos aren't available in stores and supplies are limited. Call now to find the hearing aid perfect for you and your budget.
No prescription, no doctor, order it online.
It's made a huge difference in my life, and I'm grateful for it.
Get back great hearing with Nano Hearing Aids. This special TV offer won't last long. Call now.
Call 800-644-1488. That's 800-644-1488. 800-644-1488.
Oh my God, it just gets me going. Do you feel that? I mean, really, not just hear, not just see, do you feel that? Because I know I do. That right there, that is the electricity. That is the enigmatic superstardom of the man here in the United Wrestling Network. And so when he returns, whenever you are lucky enough for him to bless your television screen again, mark my words. There better not be the boos. There better not be the jeers. There better not be the disrespect. Because the undefeated dominance continues. He is 1 in a million. Maximillion.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the United World Tag Team Champions, Bad Dude Tito, Jay Cabrera, the Wolf Daddies. Now, gentlemen, I have you out here because, quite frankly, you've been one of the most dominant tag teams in the history of United. You've put down every single challenger. So at this point, we need to figure out who is going to challenge you next.
See, we're running through every single challenger that gets in the ring with us. They don't stand a chance. They walk in and they leave on their backs, and look, still champions till this day. You see LaQuasto, everybody knows. Everybody knows we are the most dominant team in United Network history, because there's no team like the Wolf Daddies, and there's no team that leaves them satisfied like us. You see what it comes down to, LaQuasto, is we need some competition. Right. We're tired of beating up these little boys that get in the ring. They don't stand a chance against some real men like us.
And you bring up a great point. We need to find a team that, quite frankly, can match your physicality.
It doesn't matter. We could do it in the ring. We could do it outside. We could do it at the bar. We could do it out in alley. It got real smelly up here real quick. We're right here, baby. You want to throw down? We go down any down.
This is not.
Relax, Spunk. Hey. Relax.
It's gunk, dude.
It's gunk, bro.
It's gunk.
Okay. This is not the place right now.
This isn't the place. I think it's the perfect place for a fight.
Hold on. Stop! Oh my God! Stop! Knock it off! No teats! No teats! Teats!
Once they clung to vanity, draped themselves in colors that blinded them from the truth. Change is never gentle. It is not asked for. It is demanded. Skin must be shed. And only then can truth be revealed. When the clock strikes, will you resist? Or will you embrace the change and evolve? Stand with Delirium.
Did you know that Christian Faith Publishing works with authors just like you to turn manuscripts into published books? Hi, I'm Luke. Have you written a book but don't know how to get it published? We do. We take our authors through the publishing process from the infancy of editing to distribution and sales. We're looking to publish books with positive content in all genres. We understand that your labor is more than a book. It's unique, personal, and likely written with a higher purpose to spread the word. Interested in learning more? You can call the number on the screen today or scan the QR code and we'll send you a free writer's guide packed with tips, tricks, and templates to help you finish that great American novel. Call now. Don't just believe me. Have you been reading these author reviews? Perhaps the smartest decision our authors make is to contact CFP. If you're ready with a manuscript and want your book reviewed, contact us today.
Call for your free writer's guide or scan the QR code now. 888-440-3095. That's 888-440-3095.
It is main event time, and here's someone who has been in a whole lot of them. John Hennigan. This will be known here in the United Wrestling Network as Johnny United. He's had many names. He's fought in many promotions, and he has won many titles, and he's not making many friends in the crowd here in the Irvine Empire.
Johnny United making his presence felt here in Hollywood, the place where he's filmed multiple movies. A man who has done it all in pro wrestling and in Hollywood.
Yeah, but came out here and got a shot across the bow. The Heritage Champion, E.J. Sparks, gave him his flowers, told him what an influence he was, and made the best man win. Johnny United laid him out, held up the title, and said the best man will win. Time will tell. Reigning and defending, and if there was ever a fighting champion, it's this man, popping E.J. Sparks. Boy, what a title reign he's had. If you think about some of the people he's defeated, most recently, the global nomad Jordan Oasis, who was a stern challenger for that title.
Now, a lot of people's opinions were that E.J. was ducking Jordan Oasis for the better part of this year, but it was in that match that E.J. Sparks proved exactly why he is the Heritage Champion, as he was in a knockout, drag-out fight and able to get the victory against Oasis.
The following contest is a singles match set for one fall, and it is for the United Wrestling Network Heritage Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Los Angeles, California, weighing 220 pounds, he's gone by many names. John Morrison, Johnny Mundo. But tonight, he is Johnny United!
Will he be Heritage Champion?
And the champion from the Valley of the Sun, weighing 175 pounds, he is the United Wrestling Network Heritage Champion, Papa E.J. Sparks!
Stage is set. The title is aptly named Heritage title because it's the one with the longest lineage in the United Wrestling Network, Christian. And it's on the line here. Great champions. Two of the greatest of all are pictured on that title. Scrap Iron Adam Pearce and Sean Ricker, of course now known as LA Knight. And possession is not 9/10 of the law. As last time out, Johnny United got the cheap shot, held up the gold, but he's going to have to earn it for real here in our main event.
There you see it. The most historic title in the United Wrestling Network. I remember the days of Willie Mack versus Scorpio Sky, and before that Heritage Championship ladder match back in 2013. And the history has continued to write its legacy, and E.J. Sparks.
Yeah, a quick start here by Sparks, and a little retaliation for what we saw. EJ said, I was watching wrestling with my grandma. I looked up to you. Back then you were Johnny Nitro. And a lot of what makes me a competitor today, I learned from watching you. And he got repaid with a cheap shot. But you can see the champion now said, may the better man win. And E.J. Sparks came here looking for a fight, but just gets thumbed in the eye.
E.J. Sparks, of course, watching John Morrison, now known as Johnny United, as a young man, and being inspired by the run of Johnny Morrison. And you got to wonder what it's done for the career of E.J. Sparks, who's now champion. And is he in the right mindset, or is he starstruck in fighting this legend for the Heritage title?
He's struck all right. He's eaten some big strikes at the hands of Johnny United, a person who is, we talked about, synonymous with championships throughout his career. Multiple-time Intercontinental Champion, 6-time World Tag Team title holder, Impact Wrestling Champion. Nice springboard there by the reigning Heritage Champion, and United getting a little frustrated here in Acosta.
EJ, standing leg Larry, now EJ went for the pin. Only two.
Veteran move though. Will the momentum there as Johnny United rolls to the outside to nullify the momentum, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide from the Heritage champ. EJ, gets caught.
Johnny on the spot, able to drop a kick to the dome. And now, Mr. United looking to put some more offense on the champion.
Big neck breaker, drives him all the way down, and he's coming off of an injury. An injured neck is the champion. E.J. Sparks, the champ, and his title reign in deep jeopardy. We'll be back.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Welcome back to our main event. Heritage title on the line, and the challenger, Johnny United, continues to be in the driver's seat despite the quick start by champion E.J. Sparks throughout the break. Dominant stuff by the challenger, who now looks to make history, goes for the cover. You mentioned it during the interview segment with these two. is that Johnny United is a very, very large human being. He would wrestle with giants, in the past, so it wouldn't always come off that way, but you just see the discrepancy in size between him and our Heritage champion.
Yeah, he stands about 6'3", moves around like a lightweight. And throughout his career, we've noticed his parkour influences in his offense. TK ran down his resume as a multiple-time champion in the WWE. But tonight looks to pick up the Heritage Championship and continue its great legacy with it around his waist.
Maybe so, but you can talk about how big this man is, the challenger, but you can't measure the heart of the champion. Look at this springboard. There it is, that flying chuck into the cover, deep hook of the leg. Boy, one of the most devastating tools in that toolbox of the challenger.
I mean, has the flying chuck ever looked so good as it does tonight? I mean, in his third decade in the professional wrestling business, Johnny United looking as fresh and as good as ever, and he's going to need it tonight to capture the gold.
Well, looks great to see it in the United Wrestling Network ring, but tough to see it at the expense of such a great fighting champion. Again, EJ bested Jordan Oasis. He took on and defeated the likes of Aria Davari, Evan Daniels, just in the course thus far of this title reign. And then some. Stunt Marshall as well. Picking up the pace now, but look at that, boy. The game with United is anything you can do, I can do better, and he might be right.
Yeah, Johnny United pulling out all the old tricks that led him to this championship career that he's had. Trying to pick up one more title tonight. Lackadaisical cover here, middle finger to the sky. Only two.
Not gonna beat the spark in the dark that way. And pretty disrespectful cover there by the challenger. The challenger not without his fans in the crowd as well. They respect the incredible legacy of Johnny United. Step up enziguri by the champion, and that might buy him a little bit of time, Christian.
Yeah, that landed on the button, and John Morrison, Johnny United, whatever you want to call him, he's reeling from that kick from the champion. EJ needs to put it on now.
Full head of steam, and it looks as if the champion has effectively weathered the storm from earlier, throwing some big bombs downstairs. Upstairs, downstairs, all points in between goes Sparks. Little code breaker, kips up into the cutter, perfect timing. Cover that man, biggest win perhaps in the career of EJ Sparks. As he said, looking to go full circle.
EJ stringing together offense. Strike after strike landing, but it wasn't enough. EJ looks to continue the fight and retain his title.
Boy, Grandma would have been proud of that one. Almost had him, did EJ Sparks. But he's got to keep that aggression going, keep the momentum.
Sparks with that Muay Thai plume, he's got it around the back of the neck of Johnny United. United able to fight out, goes underneath, double leg. United, Johnny United.
Wow, look at the power. That Samoan drop, standing shooting star. Incredible athleticism. Style points to win the title, not yet. Wow. It's just astonishing. Television doesn't do him justice all the time. It's incredible to see the athleticism of him in person. Look at this.
We go for Starship Pain here. Oh no, he got caught. EJ delivers a kick. The challenger's in trouble.
Starship got grounded there, courtesy of the champion. That was a heads-up move, and that's something that could cost Johnny United. There's years and years of tape on him out there, footage. And EJ Sparks had that well scouted. Now using the official as a shield. Are you kidding me? Oh, the low blow. He's look out, looking for the moonlight drive. Not this way.
He hit it. And now trying to set up Starship Pain. Will a championship change happen now? And he hits it.
That's gonna do it.
My goodness, he hit it.
History to be made, new champ. Oh, EJ got his foot on the rope. Talk about self-preservation. Amazing.
And EJ EJ Sparks, who is currently dreaming, somehow able to get his right foot on the rope on instinct alone and retains for the moment.
He is dreaming, but it was almost a nightmare. The Moonlight Drive, the Starship Pain. How many countless matches has that won for the challenger and many-time champion in his career, Johnny United? But EJ, just with a stroke of genius or instinct or whatever it was, draped that foot on the rope.
I mean, he hasn't moved since he was able to break up that pinning combination. EJ in a bad spot. Johnny United still with the advantage.
And so powerful, just able to muscle around the Heritage Champion as Johnny United just can place him up there on that turnbuckle with ease. Looking for the superplex, perhaps.
Trying to muscle up the champion, EJ Sparks, trying to fight back and use that top turnbuckle.
Shots to the body here.
Those are nasty, TK. They're landing right in. And EJ fights out.
EJ, the champ, now perched. What's he got in mind? Beautiful, picture-perfect missile dropkick, but that might have taken every ounce of energy that the champ had left.
What a Heritage Championship match we're witnessing now. Johnny United, EJ Sparks, leaving it all in the ring.
Thought that the title reign would come to an end after that Starship Pain, but somehow, some way, EJ Sparks, foot on the rope, continued to fight on, and now that big missile dropkick. It's anybody's ball game now, Christian, with the Heritage title hanging in the balance.
Big right hand from Johnny United, but an answer from the champion, and EJ Sparks looks rocked there. Back and forth these two go.
EJ said, may the best man win, and that is exactly what we're going to find out. These two trading like Wall Street, champion and challenger. Wow, the cartwheel rolling through, turns it into a pinning combination. My goodness, how incredible was that?
Johnny United follows up. Knee to the face, EJ might be out. Looks for a second Starship Pain.
Nobody,
and no one there.
Didn't stick the moon landing there, did he? Got sucked right into a black hole, and now EJ Sparks comes with the plus ultra. Goes for the cover. EJ does it. He goes full circle.
Your winner and still Heritage Champion, EJ Sparks.
I gotta tell you, TK, I owe this man an apology. EJ Sparks continues to impress in 2025. What a title defense from EJ Sparks.
From watching his opponent perform on television in his youth with his grandma to beating him in the center of the ring with the title on the line, things have truly come full circle. But man, what an attempt there by Johnny United. He's as good as he's ever been. Incredible, incredible main event. What do we have in store for you next week? Tune in and find out